Hey everyone, today we're at a small stream checking out some pretty cool culverts. We got the big primary culvert and I see a smaller culvert for when it's flooding. God. Thankfully there's not a bear in there. But we do have an idiot with an excavator who smashed the whole entrance of it while clearing it. This other one over here looks like the water might actually be going underneath the pipe, slowly compromising it. Oh, look at that. Got a massive rock in here. Let's go check it out. This culvert looks like it was damaged when it was put in. No, that's not a rock. That's the culvert. This whole culvert's messed up. Look at that. Looking carefully down at the ground because it's all uneven and messed up. Look at that. And all that damage. Wouldn't be surprised if they laid it right on top of a big rock, not caring at all. Or maybe in the winter, a big frost heave forced a big rock up through the top. Interesting though. Let's see if we can get this log out of the entrance, because this is what always leads to a clog. Alrighty, I'm going to remove this small blockage from the overflow culvert. And this other piece right here is kind of heavy, so I'm going to slant it and get it ready so the next storm can just let it pass. The damage in there, it won't get stuck on that once the water gets up to where you see the water lines there. Alright, that can't get jammed in the smooth pipe. Now we're going to go over to the next one. Alrighty, so I was able to get the majority of that stuff out of here. This is only an overflow culvert for when this one's running. You see how the water lines are even? When this thing's blasting, the galvanization's worn down by little rocks and stuff tumbling through. Obviously, they put it in because it's not meant to run unless it has to. You can see the idiot with the excavator broke it, sitting up on the street, reaching down, when they could have probably just done what I did, simply. Now, at first I was debating whether or not to throw everything there inside of the culvert, just leave it there so the next storm can take it away. But I also thought, look where the water lines are. It doesn't typically get high enough to even grab that, and if it does, it'll most likely take it. So we're going to go ahead and look on the inside now. All right, now that we're on the inside, you can see some iron oxidized bacteria able to survive because it appears every single time it rains, this does operate. Yeah, we got a little spider friend right there. And there are some dips in the pipe where the water can remain, fueling that iron oxidizing bacteria, eating away the culvert. Where these puddles are will be the first place to get holes. Oh, we have another spider friend right there. And another spider friend right there. Right here is a bump they maybe put it on top of a rock. Or it could have been a frost heave, because you got cold air blowing through here, and the water table's already high. It could have pushed up a rock. You can even see, that's not water, those are shiny. Rocks have been tumbling through here recently. Let's continue. Oh, we have a moth on the wall. Oh, this was put together not too well. See, the joint is starting to open up as the ground's shifting. Not a big deal though. Coming down here towards the end, another little frost heave or rock, and coming out. Now right here, just by the evidence, a lot of times when the water's high in the one next door, it'll like be in the end. Oh, nice scenery here at the end. Beautiful. Here we are in the end of this. Beautiful. Checking out another culvert today. See what's up. No blockage. Oh, but this one's in serious need of replacement. Look at the bottom, is rotted out all the way through. But it looks like they packed around it nicely with gravel, so it'll take a lot more time for it to actually cause a threat to the roadway. That's the good news. Can't even tell where it is. No sinkhole is starting yet. Nice. Hey everyone. Checking out another culvert. Ooh, a plastic one. Don't see too many of those in this area. And a little blockage in it. Look, just one little stick can do a lot. Look at that. One little stick. Yeah, you can go 2 logs. And all those leaves. That was pretty awesome, right? Now this is a really small 3-foot pipe. Very slippery in here. Ooh, I got some spider friends too. Gonna visit the log. Oh, I can feel it, there's hollow spots. Whoever compacted this culvert did not do a great job. You can see the dips in the pipes. And I can also feel a bunch of, oh, hello Black Widow. I'm crouching so much. Guys, look at how I'm crouching in here. See how I'm walking in a 3-foot pipe? This is how it's done. 3-foot pipe walk. This is the 3-foot pipe walk. Oh no! Very close to some of these Black Widow webs. Come on, log, get out of here. Oh, look at that Black Widow. Oh, some culvert damage too. See all the splits in the pipe? Oh wow. A lot of Black Widows really close to me. Another rip in the culvert pipe. Another reason why plastic is not the best option. Metal is much more durable. Making sure there's no Black Widows in my hair, because I know I did brushed through a few nests. Black widows up north. These are called the northern black widow, the cousin of the southern black widow, which will kill and put most people in the hospital. Kind of rare when a northern black widow will put you in the hospital though. Still don't want to get bit by it though. It's unpleasant. I've been bit by them before, the northern ones. Makes your arms swell up a little bit. But that's about it. Check it out, everyone. Got a bunch of red flags here. Ribbons all over the trees. This is a culvert that I showed in a video a while back that is failing. Not the culvert itself, but the embankment, because it was not installed correctly. The culverts underneath here are cast iron. They will be around forever. See this right here? Sinkhole starting. Cast iron culverts. These things will be here in a few hundred years. See, in the spring thaw, when this riverbed's full, it's slamming against the edge right there, making those sinkholes. And they finally discovered it and they flagged it. Let's get down there, get a view of inside the culverts. Look how thick those culverts are. Extremely thick. I hear they did the smart thing. See, they even have a liner in here so it can't erode all the way underneath the road. At least they were smart enough to put the culverts a foot apart. Or that looks more like 18 inches. You know why it's important to put it a foot apart? You can't put culverts next to each other unless you have flowable concrete, because you can have a little triangle at the bottom. How are you supposed to pack the little triangle at the bottom of the culvert if you're kissing? You can't. And it'll cause the road to wash out because it's impossible to properly compact it unless you use flowable concrete. Hey everyone, check out this road. The drainage ditch is slowly going away. You see all the ruts? It's gonna start overtaking the road soon. We were here a few months ago and they now have marked the culvert. You see down here where all that mud is? The water crosses down there at times of high flow. They're nice cast iron culverts, but there's an erosion problem. See this little sinkhole starting? The sinkhole started and the water flowing down the street is making it worse. See this? The water trickling in here, spinning around, washing it out. Let me show you all what's happening. It's the same thing I just mentioned at the last culvert we visited. Gotta get down here to the pipe. So much nicer coming down here than when we last visited a few months ago because the trees are losing their leaves. A lot of visibility right now. Walk across this log. Gotta have some good balance. Look what's happening. You know what? We're just gonna plop ourselves down in the water. Why not? There we go. See what's happening? Just like I just mentioned, the culverts are too close together. You cannot properly compact the triangle down here at the bottom. Just not doable. So at high flow, it's washing this out. And it's possible, no, this one does not have a liner. This will continue to dig. But their best option would be taking one of the culverts, moving it so there's like 3 or 4 feet of room in the middle, packing it very nicely, and putting a small retaining wall. Now let's see what's happening. Water's flowing this way. But what's this blockage in this one? Look at all the iron oxidizing bacteria. It looks like on a shipwreck. Because iron oxidizing bacteria, that is the same stuff that eats and destroys shipwrecks. Take a look at this. Got spider friends in all these pockets. A lot of spider friends in here today. That's just skin. Spiders shed their skin just like a bunch of other things. Is this beaver related? Beaver related? Yeah, it is. Look at that. Look at the big sharp teeth. Come on. Go in there. That's fresh. They just started this. Let's get this. A few more sticks out of here. Next storm can take the stuff away. I'm just rigging it up so it can be taken away. Good place for a beaver pond. but it will eventually cause damage. By the looks of it, there was a pretty big beaver dam here a while back, but they removed it. Must have hunted the beavers off, or they just left. But that fresh piece of material, beavers might be back. They might be back. Some people might want to argue with me that that looks like a machete mark. It might be, from the construction workers coming down to look at it when they marked it. They look almost identical sometimes, the marks of a beaver and a machete.